Alright, and good morning, everyone. Spin Adventures here. We are in historic St. Augustine today, and the first stop that we are at is the Great Cross here at the shrine of Nuestra Senora de Leche at Mission Nombre de Dios. So, right now I'm just going to show you guys we're about to head up toward the cross as the archaeologists from Flagler College and the University of Florida, in collaboration with DC of St. Augustine, are excavating the remains of the shrine built here in 1687 by the governor of Florida in honor of Nuestra Senora de Leche, Ye Bon Parto, the Lady of the Milk and Safe Delivery. It was first stone building in Spanish colony, and it represents the first Marian shrine in what is today the United States. It was in 1702. The church was captured by English raiders who severely damaged it. And then 1706, a friary was added to the house who tended the shrine and pilgrims, both Spanish and Native Americans, who visited. Excavations are not only uncovering the buildings, but are also learning about life within them. Artifact and food remains left behind by the friars and American Indians who lived here are revealing their daily practices and cultural exchanges. So, the church that is behind me, right here, there it is. The church that is behind me, just off across the waterway, was built in 1565. It was built, of course, by the Spanish and used as a shrinery. A shrine is it's almost like a cult for some reason, but it is very it's based on the Catholic religion, and so they came up with the idea of the first religion here in St. Augustine. It was in recognition of the historic significance. This statue right here of Father Francisco Lopez de Mendoza Gradual has been officially listed in the National Register of Historic Places on June 5th of 2012 by the National Park Service, Department of the Interior of Washington, D.C. This was the signature of Father Francisco Lopez de Mendoza Gracios from his diary. He was a priest from the Juris de Frontera in Spain, served as chaplain under the command of Pedro Mendez de Aviles expedition to La Florida in 1565 for King Philip II of Spain. On September the 8th of 1565, Francisco Lopez held the cross as Menendez proclaimed this land in the name of God, Numero de Dios. Francisco Lopez celebrated the first Catholic parish mass, provided counsel to Menendez, and is considered the first pastor of the United States. Right here. This bridge is known as the Pilgrim Way. The Pilgrim Way to the Great Cross in memory of John and Peggy Bailey. I then, prisoner for the Lord, I urge you to live in a manner worthy of the call you have received, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another through love, striving to preserve the unity of the Spirit, through bond of peace, one body, one Spirit, as you are also called to one hope of your call, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. Ephesians 4, verse 1 through 6. And that is officially in the Bible. That verse is writing. That was when Paul, who was writing to the Philippians in Philippi, and trying to showing them the way. Jesus is the way, and we're going the way to the cross. It's kind of faded out, but I want to show you guys the cross. And on Saturday the 8th, the General Menendez landed with many banners spread to the sound of trumpets and salute of artillery. As I had gone ashore this evening, I took a cross and went to meet him, singing the hymn Te Deum Laudamus. The general, followed by all who accompanied him, marched up to the cross, knelt down, and kissed it. A large number of Indians watched these proceedings and imitated all they saw done. This repercussion of original oil painting by Stephen Metcalf, historical artist of the National Geographic magazine, used with the permission of Michael Gannon of Ph.D. Painting makes a connection between the raising of the first cross in the land by Father Francis Lopez de Mendoza on September 8th of 1565, and the present great cross commemorating the 400th anniversary of Mission Nombre de Dios in the city of St. Augustine, 1965. Shown kneeling is Pedro Menendez de Avilés, founder of the city and the mission. I'm at the Rosary Garden. Standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother, and mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother, the disciple there who he loved, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciples, this is Jesus talking, "Behold your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her into his home. From John chapter 19, verse 25 to 27. Jesus being lifted up on the cross, you can see the nails in his wrists. He had 3 nails, which 3 is a positive number. Well, it's positive as Christian, because if you really think about it, the 3 nails, think of the 3 nails, you also think of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. 1, 2, and at his feet. As Jesus was being lifted up on the cross, that's where he looked down at Simon Peter and said, looked down at his mother and said, "Behold your son." And then, as Jesus was being lifted up, the disciples took her back into their house. It's the cross. And at the 9th hour, Jesus gave up his spirit and died for all of us. This is Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is supposed to be sort of kind of like a just a monument. Oh, I can't get the words out. But it just says the centerpiece, gifted by Nancy and Gary Chartrand. And Mary said, My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. Found in Luke chapter 1, verse 46. I'm guessing this is where kind of depicts Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. And Mary is holding his son, the Son of God. All right, and we made it to the Fountain of Youth, memorial of Pedro Menendez. This is a statue of him. This is him right here, he's the one that sailed from Spain and founded St. Augustine. The nation once was nation's oldest city, but now it is the state of Florida, Sunshine State, oldest city. As you can see, he founded it on September the 8th of 1565. Here, there he is. Of course, you got the U.S. flag right in the middle, the Spanish flag, colonist flag, and the British flag. I don't know which one, forget what flag that stands for, but remind me, leave a comment down below if you know what flag is the blue with the gold saints leaves on them. But it was here, Pedro Menendez de Avilés, 1519 to 1574. Founded St. Augustine on September the 8th of 1565. It was on this site. With him were 500 soldiers, 200 sailors, and 100 colonists. Colonists included the stonecutters, carpenters, farriers, blacksmiths, clergies, surgeons, and a master brewer. You are standing in the first settlement of our nation's oldest city, Fountain of Youth Archaeological Park. So right here where I am standing was the first settlement of our nation's oldest city, St. Augustine, Florida. Founded by Pedro Menendez from Spain. And inside the Christmas shop, you got, of course, Disney characters. On the top, you got some Halloween Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Down below, of course, you got Christmas. A big old Peanuts train connector of all the Charlie Brown characters. There's Goofy as a pirate, and Walt Disney himself with the first Mickey Mouse on his shoulder. 100 Years of Wonder, the 100th anniversary.
I'm walk them around here, but even better. Thank you so much.
I would offer you something to drink, but we're out.
You're just fine. You guys are the best. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh wow, look at this. 100 Years of Wonder. $100. Here in the old Christmas shop of St. Augustine, you can find these little wood carvings where you can find the gingerbread man. Find the hidden gingerbread. Inside all these little figures, train cars, you've got barn, you've got the garden center, Elf Academy, Paws for Christmas. So it's like a teddy bear shop, the mill, all these different train cars. Got more ornaments. Teachers have class. Different career options, ornaments, teachers. Of course, some more of these. You got a Ferris wheel. Windmill. The Grinch over here. Oh, Grinch. Pets, all your pet ornaments. Dogs, cats. Look at all the different nutcrackers. Beach, from the beach. There's a teacher. Found some sports. The Saints, South Carolina, West Virginia. Just some. There's a little bit. Surely I thought they would have more than that. But that's okay. They got West Virginia. Texans. NC State, Kentucky, North Carolina, Nutcracker, Duke, more than that training. Conductor, Nutcracker.